Oh shit. Fuck. 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 What up, G? Welcome, everybody, to the One Shot Killers podcast. I'm your host, the hardcore icon, Brent Scott Noon, with your co-host, the king of bomb style, JoJo Valvano. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How about you?
Doing pretty good, brother. Just got done watching NXT. Yeet. Just got home from work. Yeet. And, bro, now we're about to get high. Yeet. Talk a little wrestling. Yeet.
Yes, sir, man. Honestly, I thought tonight's show was a lot better than last night.
Dude, fucking same. Last night put me to sleep, but at least I can maybe be part of it was because for the first hour of NXT I was at work, but I didn't fall asleep tonight.
The boy's here.
Yeah.
He is ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. We got some Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss
She's in the Battle Royal.
Oh my good God. Royal. Yeah. And so is Stephanie Vakir.
Booker's over there like I'm good. Booker's over there like I'm good.
Oh, he knows he's good, but Joe, you know as well as I do, if he could say it one more time, he would, and then he might even fall out of his chair going,
Oh, man. But we started the night off with Ricky Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints.
Absolute Ricky Saints. And he took on Ethan's three guys in a gauntlet.
And nobody. And bro, now I can honestly say I did not care for this. Genuinely did not care. There was probably one thing on this show I did not care about.
The last one they had with Jackson, who is the champion on whatever show they got tomorrow. I thought it was solid, but still Ricky won, which was obvious, and he picked a false count anyway.
I think it's for Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve.
And my thing about this is, you know, I thought it was quick for, you know, what was a gauntlet match, Joe. It did not get a whole lot of time. Honestly, I kind of thought Ricky Saints just sped through, especially the first two. And so for me, bro, that's why I didn't enjoy it. It felt more like he was jobbing these guys out than it was an actual match.
Yeah, he won though, and he's gonna face Ethan at the Great American Bash for the North American Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere. So that should be a fun match. I got Ethan retaining, honestly.
I'm going to say Ricky Saints wins.
Maybe. I thought it was solid though. I'm happy about this Falls Count Anywhere. That should be a fun match. But then we get into a women's segment, which it had all the women were talking, and then a bunch of women were walking backstage as well. There was Selena Vega who was there, Natalia. What's her name? Maxine. Yeah.
Maxine.
She was there.
Dupree.
Even Chad Gable's girl, Ivy.
Oh,
yeah,
Ivy Nile.
there, and they all were basically there for the ending, which we'll get to that when we get to that. But then Charlie Dempsey took on his protege.
Dude, this was really fucking good, bro. Charlie Dempsey beat his fucking ass, bro. Like, tried to end this motherfucker's career, bro. Like, he thought this was his boy. Nah, bro. He beat the fucking shit out of his ass. And then so much so, bro. Every time the motherfucker was about to grab the ropes when he got him in this leg lock after he fucked up his leg in the steel steps, fucking, he kept pulling him back into the middle of the ring till the one bitch had to actually throw in the towel. And now I don't know if this means bro is out of the new quarter catch crew, but bro, I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker got his ass beat. And I knew something was different in Charlie Dempsey the minute he pulled up his mask and bopped him in his fucking shit, bro.
I think the rule was if he won, he would get out. If he lost, he would stay in forever or something like that. So I think he's still in because of them demanding him. But then Jasper attacked Javon, and this happened like multiple times through the night. He attacked him when he was talking to Hank, and then he attacked him when he was in the training room to get him checked. And then he also went out there to challenge Oba. He was like, make this a triple threat. I want my chance. And then Javon came back out. They brawled. And the match was announced for this Saturday. It's going to be Javon versus Jasper, which Jasper's very good. I'm a fan of him now.
Oh, Jasper's going to whoop Javon's ass.
He's going to get his shit rocked. And then we had Say His Name, and he'll appear.
And he appears.
And Hendry.
No, don't say that. I've seen two losers, Mike Santana and Joe Hendry, coming to my fucking show. Coming to a WWE show just to lose and let TNA down. No, they did not.
Yeah.
No, they did not. No, they did not. No, they got fucked over by Trick Williams and they lost.
It says they won.
Yes, they did.
I think you're fooling, bro. I swear.
Bro, those motherfuckers lost.
Not lose. There's no way he lost.
I'm as serious as a motherfucking heart attack. Motherfucker lost.
Right now because you might be losing.
Actually, hold on, wait. I recorded this. Why the fuck am I talking? I can just go straight to it.
I know Joe Hendry won. There's no way they would have Joe Hendry lose.
Because fuck average Joe, bro.
Crazy if you think he won. See, Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. Santana defeated.
Who's Santana?
He defeated him. I told you. You're crazy. I don't know what match you were watching.
No, he did not, bro. Dude, I'm pulling it up right now. No, he did not.
I watched the show too. Don't tell me. I'm waiting.
Hey, all right, give me a fucking second. I got it right here. Okay, so match is still going right here, right? And oh no, that's what happened. Okay, so Trick Williams attacks Joe Hendry, and now this is where the ref fucked up. It should have been disqualification, which I guess you would have been right still.
Joe Hendry.
All right, Joe Hendry. Hold on, shush. Joe Hendry and Mike Santana should have won via DQ. Because during the match, while it was still going on, Trick Williams attacks Joe Hendry on the outside. Then he comes in the ring as Mike Santana pins whoever the fuck. While he was beating up Joe Hendry, he comes in the ring and beats the shit out of Mike Santana, standing tall at the end. So, yes, you are right. Mike Santana did win to get the victory for his team, but those pussies still got their ass kicks, and they actually didn't even win the match because it should have been a DQ.
They still won. That's all that matters. That's what you just told me. They won, so I'm a winner.
I mean, you didn't win shit.
My team won.
Yeah. There you go.
Now we can talk about Oba and Yakamura. I don't even know how this guy's name is, but it's
Shinsuke Nakamura?
Kind of like Shinsuke Nakamura's name. He has no chance. He's with
no chance in hell.
He's with Briggs, Jeff Briggs, I think the dude is the big tall guy. But
Yeah, I
or
know
Josh
Josh
Briggs,
Briggs,
Jeff
but I know
Briggs,
who you're
Josh
talking about.
Briggs. But yeah, I didn't care for this. Oba's gonna retain. This was another thing I was like,
Okay. Well, let's see. What do you think of Tatum Paxley being with
Izzy.
uh yeah, Izzy
I
and
like that.
Sean
I actually
Spears'
like this
group?
unit. She wants her friends to all have titles, even though they didn't all win. But
Yeah, I mean, Joe, Tatum Paxley's fucking
I dig
crazy.
crazy chicks.
I just hope you understand.
Good old Phil Brooks taught me that.
Joe, you are insane, bro.
How am I insane?
You want one of these chicks to act like they're on
AJ
key.
Lee.
You ain't seen her. You ain't seen her bite the head off dolls and talk to
Who says I
herself.
don't talk to my? Never mind.
Damn, Joe.
I'm just kidding. But I do dig crazy chicks.
Oh, what do you think of the family
I
falling
love
apart?
this segment, bro. She was literally telling all of them like this is gonna be a triple threat. It's over after this, basically. Like this is it. And she was trying to get them all like to be friends, but none of them were going for this, bro.
Nah, and that's because Tony don't trust Stax or Luna, and Stax said fuck Tony, and then Luna's like
He's like,
fuck you both.
I'm gonna step out of your shadows and get into mine now, or it's time to step out of your shadow, something like that. Like,
But you know what though? What all this proves? Tony D'Angelo wasn't the problem. Tony D'Angelo pushed Luna
if he
away.
doesn't turn, who knows?
If he doesn't turn, but so far he's pushed Luna away, he's pushed the girl away, and the only reason Stax turned on him was because every time he would go to help Tony, fucking he'd get bitched at for it. You're supposed to be the underboss, but
She
really
was
you're the
talking
bitch.
to him too, acting like a face. Like he's over here, like I'm like, isn't he the heel? And you're over here acting like a baby face. It is the
Well,
family.
they each have parts where they could be arguable a babyface because Stax tried to help Tony, and then every time Tony would get helped by Stax, he would bitch about it, and then Stax finally did something on his own because he felt Tony
Yeah,
went soft.
I liked all this stuff. Next week's triple threat's gonna be really good. I would have booked this at the pay-per-view, but it is what it is.
Oh, me
It's gonna
too.
be fun. I'm gonna enjoy
But
that.
it's hard, Joe, when we're the ones that know
Real,
good
man.
booking.
But this was actually something I enjoyed that was next. It was time for Mariah May.
By
And
God.
Florida Grace, of course, she's there too.
Oh, yep. Yep. But let's focus on Mariah May.
She was out, bro. She was having a spa or something like that. Like basically get.
Oh, I can. I thought you were talking about when she was still on the phone. I was about to say you can say they were
I know
out
what you're talking
if you
about.
know what I mean.
I couldn't miss them. I couldn't miss them. Yeet.
You know what, Joe? That deserves
True
a hit
that.
of itself.
Hey, like,
True
I
that.
like double D's. I'm just saying.
Yeet. Yeah, bro. You know what that you saying that reminded me of? You ever watch Family Guy and fucking Chris is just got an F on his test and the teacher goes, Chris, what do you see? And he goes, 2 D's and an F.
It's also from the Dukes of Hazzard when Jessica Sims is right there. And he's like, I forgot what he said. He's like double D's, but then he's like, does those legs come out easy? And he slaps her, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And she kicks him straight in the face, bro.
And Joe, but you can't tell me the
That's
Dukes
one of my
ain't funny
favorite
as
shows,
shit.
bro. Like I said, I'm a Dukes of Hazzard kid.
See, I never watched the show. I've
You've
seen the
never
movie.
watched the show?
And yeah, never seen the show. I've only seen the movie, bro. And hey, brothers, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, brother. And Sami Zayn has been written out of WWE. He dang
Leave
sure
Sammy alone.
has. We won't be seeing no Sami Zayn for a while.
We get to see boom, boom, boom.
And you know what? I hope after a whole bunch of fans stayed to see Karrion
Let's talk
Kross,
about that.
we get more
Bro, let's
Karrion
talk about
Kross.
that because literally I seen the video and Cross was walking past and he was trying to leave, which was understandable, but Scarlett stopped him and kept trying to grab his hand because there was a fan in the like on the other side and she was trying to get his attention and it was a little girl and she was basically blowing kisses to him every time. And he walks over and
Aww.
literally says hi to her and everything, and I literally see her go like this just every time. And I thought that was awesome. They need to push this man and Scarlett.
See, Joe, this is one where good guy Cross gets another W, bro. Honestly, I can say, Joe, I went from not giving a fuck about Karrion Kross to wanting to watch him
And see,
succeed.
that's awesome to see with people. Like, I'm glad that you went from not liking him to seeing the potential now because I've been saying it for a while. Like, him by himself with Scarlett is everything he needs. That's all.
And I agree with you because Joe, I'm sorry, bro, and I stand on this. I could not get behind the final
I totally
testament.
understand. I wish they would have done something better with it, but they kind of ruined it.
And they killed the Wyatts with that group too. Like, and they had just like Bray, they had just debuted.
I'll never forget the freaking white powder stuff that hits him in the face, and then we have to forget that.
Dude, just awful, 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 awful booking,
I really
bro.
don't get it. But they gotta push. They gotta push Cross. After last night, the crowd literally followed him.
And bro, I mean, and that's one where I can honestly say, Karrion Kross might be the third most over act in the company. Like, if you want to say what three guys are the most over in WWE? Jey Uso, Karrion Kross, and fucking LA Knight.
Two of those guys probably won't even get pushed, which is so sad.
And which I agree with you. That is really sad because when the fans are behind you, when the fans are clearly cheering your name, buying your merchandise, and you're getting the loudest pops of the night, to me, you should be the top guy.
But like I said, if you get yourself over, you're not going. But if you are pushed by the authority, the machine, you're gonna get pushed, and it's just the facts.
Like Roman Reigns.
Flair. Woo.
Oh, speaking of Charlotte Flair, did you see how she went online talking about how the fans are really, how by Tiffany and the fans, she really did feel attacked with them. Now, look, I can honestly say she might be onto something because she's right. The character Charlotte Flair's never been married, so to bring that up in a storyline, you're not talking about Charlotte Flair. You're talking about Ashley at that point. You know what I mean? The real person went through 3 divorces. And she goes, that did catch me off guard. The crowd was already treating me like shit, and then that made it worse.
She started it, though, with the Tiffany, with that first segment. Like, she put Tiffany on the spot. Wouldn't even let her, like...
And I think this is one where Charlotte Flair playing the victim doesn't work for me.
Sorry.
But, I do agree with her on one thing. Your personal business is none of our business. I agree. And I think that, had she not called Tiffany out and made her look bad, it probably would have never got brought up. But that doesn't make it right.
I agree. I did another thing, because since you mentioned Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, who's her partner now, Alexa Bliss actually had some news basically talking about her return from earlier this year. She basically said she didn't find out until like 4 a.m. that she was going to be at this show. And they
at what show?
At the Royal Rumble. Like, this was the day of the Royal Rumble. Like, she found out. I think she was up the whole night, she said. She had to fly in at like 10 a.m. because they literally said it like 4 or 5 a.m. that she needs to get to the show. So she didn't know. Nobody knew until she was at Gorilla. That's what I read, or that's what I watched on the Nikki and Bree show. I think she was on.
And I love things like that. I love when it's genuinely a surprise. And now, anyways, that hit for Mariah May, I ain't forgot about that. I ain't forgot about Mariah May blessing my
Trust me, I'm
TV
blessed right
tonight.
now. Yeet.
Yee! I bet you're thinking about it all over again.
Oh my gosh, this is a PG show, Brandon. You're going a little rated M.
Hey, Joe, no, I didn't do nothing. I just watched, and
We're
I
just
seen,
reviewing what we see.
it's kind of like, exactly, it's kind of like when you're watching
Gosh.
Mina. You see, Joe, and I see you smiling over there.
I'm going for my hit.
You know. Yeah, you take that hit, you little piggy. Yeah.
Woo! Fourth hit of the day.
Second.
Oh, those hits hit really hard when you don't smoke for a bit.
Dude, I ain't smoked since 10 o'clock this morning when we were doing the podcast.
But yeah, we talked about Hank and Tank retaining. Now we get to the main event of NXT, basically.
Bro, you're not just going to skip over Hank and Tank like that. How dare you? You got one of the best parts on the entire show with the right winners winning, and you want to skip over that shit like it ain't shit.
Boring.
Joe, you know as well as I do, Hank and Tank are the greatest tag team in NXT history. I'm being serious.
Oh, listen.
And rest in peace, Goldberg's father-in-law and Teddy Long's son.
Amen.
Amen.
Bro, this is by Fightful. I guess WWE is planning something for Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. It might be the
hell yeah!
It might be the Fiend stuff.
Well, speaking of the Fiend, WWE 2K25, the current wrestling game that's out for WWE, I guess they have some unreleased footage and stuff of Bray Wyatt that they're going to be releasing, probably for the island. But nevertheless, I'm excited about that, and just the fact that it's something for the fans. It's a shame though, and this is kind of something I was worried about. After a famous person dies, they tend to try to still get money out of them, even despite being dead. I don't know how necessary. Like, you don't ever want the legacy of the Fiend to die. You know what I mean? But I don't like them making money off of him when they never really used him.
I'm just glad at least that he's going to be in the game still. Like, he should be in the game. I do agree with you.
The only good thing that I can say is, his family does get part of that money. And so at least, his kids and JoJo, they're taken care of.
I'm happy for that at least, honestly. But I'm glad that he's in the game and they're going to add something because I did just see it. It says it right here. I guess Fightful reported it too. It's a Wyatt storyline, which will feature unleashed Bray Wyatt footage. So that's awesome.
And which I bought the $130 version of the game. It was the Bloodline edition, and so for me, I'm excited because I'll be honest with you. When it comes to the video games, they ain't what they used to be. They ain't no SmackDown versus Raw 07, 08, 09.
That I was just talking about that to my nephew because he said 2K's better, and I'm like, no. I'm like, you haven't met.
Oh boy, you don't know.
No disrespect. That's this generation, and that's fine. That's their SmackDown. But to us, SmackDown versus Raw 2006 to.
Nah, bro, go back before that. Like, my lifetime is so. The first wrestling games that I can ever remember playing, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, which is 2002. Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown versus Raw, to SmackDown versus Raw 06, 07, 08, 09, 2010, 2011. We're going to skip All Stars and Legends of WrestleMania because those sucked. But even WWE 12, WWE 13, 2K14, all banger fucking games.
After that,
okay. Well, 15 had really good graphics, but the gameplay was dick. All right, and now 16 was ass. 17 was kind of better, but because it lacked content, it was still ass. 18 was ass. 19 was good. 2020 was damn sure fucking ass.
I haven't played them since like 2000.
So like 2K20 was so bad, Joe, they had to take an extra year off. So they skipped 2K21 and they made 2K22. Now, when they came back with 2K22, 22, 23, 24, 25. These last four games have been really fucking good. It just took damn near over 10 years for us to make another good game.
I'm a SmackDown versus Raw guy forever. If I'm picking a game, I will forever pick 2007. That is my favorite one.
So 07 is one of my favorites of all time. I have it emulated on my computer. I teeter-totter between 07, 06, 2010, and Here Comes the Pain.
Too.
Those four games. 2011 was really fucking good. I will give 2011 that. But, you know, just those four games in particular, though, I grew up on. And I think 2010 sticks out to me because, like I said, 09, I was a huge Jeff fan for a very long time. Until 2K20, it was the only face-painted Jeff Hardy we've ever had in a game. And so the fact that took 10 years to get another is fucking crazy.
Speaking of Jeff Hardy, he wants to have one final run with the Hardy Boys in WWE, and I'm all for it.
I'm all for it as well. If you would have said maybe about 2-3 years ago, no, because they even Jeff wasn't wrestling like he used to. Just being honest with you, but I don't know what it's been since they came back to TNA, Joe. They put at least 5 years back on the clock.
Man. But I'm in a tie right now because I want Miss Parker to win Saturday or Sunday, but then I also want Miss Stephanie. Just trying to.
Joe, these two battles of booty, I get it. So Joe, it's kind of like when you were a little kid. You remember you always wanted the bigger cookie?
Yeah.
You go with that big cookie.
Stephanie?
No, wait, the fuck?
They both got some.
Bro.
So we're talking about Miss Parker.
Yes. I've been saying for months, Jada Parker needs a title. Jada Parker should be over. Jada Parker should win the Battle Royal. Just give me Miss Parker.
Win, bro, I'm telling you, it's Stephanie, which I'm totally fine with. Stephanie is one of my favorites. Miss Parker will get her moment, but let her shine in this.
Win, Joe. I feel like it's just like LA Knight all over again. I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm not getting.
I don't know. It's not exactly like LA Knight, but it kind of is. But she's not gonna win because I really do think it's gonna be Miss Stephanie, which I'm fine with. She's gonna be.
I'm fine with Stephanie too, and I already know I'm gonna be in that match. But bro, I can't put enough emphasis on this, bro. I just cannot.
I know. I want Miss Parker, but I'm gonna go with Stephanie because Miss Parker was walking down the crowd and they were going crazy for her, bro.
Bro, every fucking time she comes out, you hear that whole crowd stand up, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. All right, bro, just give me what I want. All right, we'll sound like Batista. Give me what I want.
Know what you want.
Oh, ha.
No, I want it too, though. It's time, bro. It's time. If it's not Miss Parker, it's Miss Stephanie. One of them. I'm not accepting anyone else.
Yeah. Bro, and I want to know what it's like to be Dirty Dom for a day, okay?
He's got
you know what I'm
Roxanne.
He's got his wife. He's got Roxanne. He's got Liv. He's got Rhea.
He's got Tiffany.
Nikki even putting the flirty smile,
even Tiffany
bro.
wanted to cash in the bank.
Bro, just imagine being the Dom.
He is a Latino. Love you, Eddie. Not that goof
Absolutely,
Rey Mysterio.
Bro. No, that's just a deadbeat.
He's a goofy little.
Now, if he wants to learn a thing or two from a real
Eddie
father,
Guerrero,
Christian Cage.
No. Actually, stay away from Christian if you don't have a father. Let's just be honest.
Dude, you know what? I am absolutely loving this though. But you know, I don't know, bro. If I've kind of given up on the Edge and Christian reunion, with Edge being injured since Malachi and him had that steel cage match, it's just taken away so much from me wanting to.
I agree, but like honestly, Christian wanted to end the story with Nick Wayne, and I truly feel like Luchasaurus is going to come back, and they're all going to jump him, and that's what's going to lead to Copeland returning. And that's what's going to lead to a reunion down the line, and we're going to get FTR versus Cope and Christian at All Out because it's in Toronto. Or maybe they reunite in Toronto. Imagine that.
Oh, that would be really cool.
We're still going to get this, bro. I wanted it at All Out. I really did, but there's still bigger shows. Well, not the biggest show, but there's still other shows.
I can honestly, and that's true, and I can honestly say, Jordan, I've had WCW NWO Revenge for the PS2. That's one that I don't mind playing. It's just when you go back on old games and the graphics are like really, really awful, it's hard for me to play. I'm just going to be quite honest. Yeah, actually, until I just sold my PS1, 2, 3, and my Xbox One and my PSP, I had TNA Impact on both the PS2 and the PS3. And once upon a time, when I had a Xbox 360, I had it on that too.
That was actually a good one. So,
and. Bro, absolutely, Michael Mack. Wrestling is on fire, bro. Regardless if we're watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT now, and Raw wasn't really that good. I'm just gonna be quite honest, Mike. But I can honestly say NXT was really good tonight. SmackDown, I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that TNA is gonna deliver on Thursday. Dynamite. I don't know. I feel like they've gotten better.
We got All In on Saturday, bro.
I don't.
The go home show.
Now, this is one where, you know, WWE tends to disappoint with the go home shows, but I'm hoping that it's different. But then again, even for me, I don't care for go home shows, and the reason I don't is because nothing that is important is going to happen on the go home show that won't happen on the pay per view. Exactly. So for me, you know, this whole week could have been skippable, but I think a whole week without watching any wrestling would also suck.
They gotta have my Cowboy win the world title. It's the end of the Death Riders. I'm over it, bro. Get Claudio chasing a world championship. Get him away from freaking Moxley and let him be a world champion. That's the Claudio I want to see.
Oh, I agree with you 100% because when, like, you know, Claudio Cesaro, one of the greatest wrestlers to ever lace a pair of boots, just never has gotten a proper push to actually show what he's capable of, in my opinion. I would really like to see him on his own. Oh, and absolutely. Now, absolutely, going back to NXT, Blake Monroe is definitely going to turn on Jordan Grace.
She's a heel.
Because if you go back to the promos, there was just one little thing, right? So when Jordan Grace said, you know, we'll win at Evolution, and then I'm winning the title, it kind of just which I think Blake Monroe laughed or something like that, and I was just like, dude, she's gonna fuck her over. So I agree with you on that, Michael. And I didn't know TNA was live right now. That's pretty cool.
Wait, it's Tuesday. Why is TNA live?
And see, that's how Joe feels. Joe feels that the old days had better go home shows than what they do now.
I'm still excited though for tomorrow. Like All In's gonna be very good. It's not the most built up show. Like obviously the card's not been the most built up besides 3 matches, which are the main 3 matches I care about, which is still good. I wish the other matches were a little bit more, but I'll still take that. But like I
True.
think the show's gonna good. It's gonna
And
be good tomorrow.
I hope
Oh,
I hope Goldberg wins the World Heavyweight Championship, bro. I know Goldberg's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, JoJo, as you can see, is already disgruntled, but I've been telling him for weeks Goldberg's going to win,
I watched
and
him.
so
Bro, I
I'm looking
watched
forward to
Hogan.
that.
He couldn't even get out of his car without going. Dude, I'm sorry.
Joe, he's almost
So
60 years
why
old.
is
Just
he
be glad that he's
wrestling the
trying.
world champion?
Because it's all about the heart and the money, but mostly
So
about the
where's Ric
money.
Flair at then?
And
Where's
Claudio
Ric Flair at?
Casti, exactly. And but Goldberg was better
Gosh,
than Rick.
this is awful.
And Claudio Castagnoli, your
He
next
should be.
AEW World Champion.
Claudio's
I
a
hope
future world
so.
champion in AEW. He should have been in WWE. Don't get me started about Cesaro. Don't get me started. I was ranting and freaking pissed off about all that too. Imagine if we were on actually the podcast back then
Oh, I know. He would have came on
with
here,
Bray
boo
Wyatt
hoo.
losing all the
And
time, Cesaro losing, Rusev losing, Barrett losing. Oh my
Finn
gosh, bro,
Balor
it would have been
losing.
bad.
And Goldberg,
We were actually on here when he beat one of
Goldberg.
them. He didn't beat. We were getting ready for the Fiend. That same year is when we were getting ready to go on the podcast, and that's when he messed up.
That's right. And I literally think we started right,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, not too long after
yeah.
Goldberg had
Oh
beat the
my
Fiend.
gosh.
And this is his retirement match, bro. So I've heard two different things. Some saying this is his retirement tour, and some saying this is his retirement match. But nevertheless, Michael, you're right. We got two legends retiring this year: Bill Goldberg and John Cena, and then AJ Styles
That's
retires
a real
next year.
legend. That's a
Um,
legend name.
and which do you want, Joe? I can let you know something. You'll never see AJ Styles in TNA or AEW again. The man said himself that he wants to retire in the
That's
WWE.
fine. Just
And
give him the title, the
which
WWE title, one final time.
I don't think it's going to happen.
But it would, bro. If it could, it would be awesome.
I agree with you, but I just think that Triple H
He
isn't
should
going to
though.
do it.
AJ deserves it. I know deserving is he's earned it. I'm gonna say he's earned it. One final run, 4 months.
But I wouldn't mind it, but like I said, I just don't see it happening, just be quite honest. And then see. And then the women, actually, this is the last thing of NXT we did not talk about. All the women came out and beat the fuck out of each other to end the show.
It was a brawl, which, like I said, I want Miss Parker or Miss Stephanie to win. They're going to Paris in August. Which they're doing so many shows,
I know
bro. I'm starting to get kind of annoyed by this.
Me too, but I know Stephanie is going to win. I know that for sure.
Bro, think about
but
that.
I really wanted Jada Parker.
Think about that. SummerSlam and Clash to Paris are the same month.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have pushed one aside to next
too
month.
Much. They're doing it every month. Like that's your biggest show.
And bro, that's why their tickets are gonna stop selling out. Cause like, look, the fans will spend the money as long as they got the money. But bro, WWE's high ass ticket prices, and then having a show damn near every
month
week.
They got one, and
you
got the biggest one plus another big one. Like, it's just they should have did it like September 14th, something like that. Not freaking the same. Another thing, Evolution wasn't even supposed to be July 13th. It was supposed to be July 6th, 5th, around there. So they changed it, being petty, and made it to the weekend of All In, which I still think is so.
Well, I think part of that has to do with so part of it's pettiness, part of it's Liv getting injured. Remember that they had to rewrite the entire show because of Liv Morgan's injury.
Yeah, but then if that was the case, then maybe you should have went a little bit more of weeks and did like 2 weeks from then. instead of doing it that exact week.
Like, and I agree with you 100%. Now, them doing it on the same day as All In, NXT Great American Bash, same day as All In, fucking, yeah, they're doing that to fuck over AEW because they don't want the fans watching AEW. They want you to watch WWE. Now, personally, I'm going to watch all of it. I'm just, now, what I'll probably end up doing, because look, I've been wanting to see whether it was Sasha Banks versus Tony Storm or Mercedes Moné versus Timeless Tony Storm. For 7 years, I've wanted this fucking match. I am not missing All In. Okay? And then, so when it comes to NXT, the Great American Bash, I'll probably end up
Yeah.
watching that Sunday, because All
I'd
In's going
rather
to have
watch
my
Saturday
focus.
night's main event.
And
At least you got AJ and or not AJ, you got Orton and Drew, and you got Seth and LA Knight.
I think Saturday night's main event isn't on at the same
No,
time as All
hopefully
In,
it
is
ends
it?
before it because it might still the ending of it might still be going on possibly if it's a long show. I'm hoping not.
Well, it's
I'm hoping not.
AEW.
4 hours is good. Man, 3 hours is good.
Well, bro, it's their
It might be.
WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh, I hope not. I really don't. But then we got Evolution on Sunday.
But anyhow,
So it's the next day.
I mean, now, you know, and that's where, once again, I think a lot of it was done to fuck over AEW for sure. But it ended up fucking WWE because if you look, AEW sold 20,000 tickets for All In, which I don't think that's a sellout of that building, but nevertheless, Saturday night's main event sold a little over 10,000. NXT has sold about 700 tickets, and then Evolution and just about 7,000
Yeah,
tickets.
like honest. Yeah.
So I think having all three of those shows so close together was a bad idea. I understand that, oh, we're WWE. We don't want you watching anyone else. I can get that part, but that doesn't mean that you fuck over the fans. You fucked over the women, honestly. And to me, it's just TK. Like, this is honestly something I've been thinking about. TKO is worse than Vince McMahon. Sure, has the TV product gotten better? Absolutely. But that's because Vince was getting old, kind of, maybe a little bit dementia at this point. He was not the creator he used to be. That's for sure. And so I'd say the product's gotten better, but when you look at what TKO's done, all right, fucking taking New Orleans WrestleMania away because they know Las Vegas they'll get more money, and then all the sponsors, and then also raising the ticket prices. I can honestly say TKO might be the most money hungry company I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with you in a way with the Vince. Like I think he lost his way and all that stuff. Even though I still don't want him back and all that, but
I mean, I don't want him back, but I'm just saying, like, Vince McMahon in 2005, he put on great TV. And then, you get to 2018 and you wanted to kill yourself.
Yeah, like I agree with you. TKO is messing it up really bad, to be honest. But, like, honestly, they make Evolution, like, because let's be real, bro. Tony versus Mercedes is going to make us forget anything that happens on Evolution. No disrespect to them, but that match alone is going to be the best.
If the women get the proper amount of time, let's just say that match got 20 minutes, which is an average men's wrestling match on pay-per-view. I honestly think Tony Storm and Mercedes, and this is even when they were in WWE, so this ain't just because of AEW. When those two were in WWE, I said it, and then now in AEW, I'll say it. They are the two greatest women's wrestlers, I think, to ever release a pair of boots. And so, maybe add Bailey as a quick third. But fucking, I can honestly say this one match alone is enough for me to want to buy the pay-per-view. This match alone, I honestly think, would top anything that WWE is going to do on Evolution. And no disrespect to the WWE women. The WWE women have a lot of talent in that locker room. It's just you got two of the goats facing
The
each
only
other.
match
That's
on
all.
that card on Evolution I think could stand up to it would be EO versus Ripley. That's the only match I think would be the
I'm gonna argue that the triple threat, Lyra,
maybe
Becky, and Bailey, because sure you can argue the storyline's been a little bit ass,
but the
and no
performers
one
would
wants to
deliver.
see Becky. No one wants to see Becky with the title. But when you look at the wrestling ability between all three of those women, I truly think they could deliver a
Yeah,
fantastic
those two
match.
matches. But honestly, bro, Mercedes and Tony, I don't think they're gonna anybody. I would have done this Evolution show another couple weeks. This is just not the right time. It's just, yeah, I don't agree with them doing this. I get why they did it, but three of them, three of
I
them,
mean, three of them, and like I said, it comes down to two reasons: money hungry, and then also fuck AEW.
which at that point you're just telling your fans that like you said, fuck AEW. I just
And now here's the thing, though: when you understand that All In double outsold Evolution, I just think they set the women up to fail. That is my honest opinion.
yeah. They for all we know maybe
And like, look at all the matches on
yes.
Evolution, Joe. You can't tell me that that's not a
Yeah,
half-ass pay
they
per
didn't
view.
care, bro. They should have did more about it, but
And and I get this is like where I get so annoyed with WWE, especially because out of TNA, AEW, WWE, I can honestly say that TNA treats their
yeah,
women the best. But you look at since the women's evolution started, right? Since the Divas era ended, all they've told you and shoved down your throat, our women are the best. They're gonna get the same opportunities as the men. Blah 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 blah. And fucking, you look at. Let's go back to the first Queen of the Ring. 25 minutes,
that
whole
was
tournament.
awful. I hate. This is what I mean. They don't care.
And every look at the women's U.S. title, women's Intercontinental
They
title.
don't care. They made one title a little bit better, but still, it doesn't. It's not that important. It should be way more.
No, Chelsea Green should have been a lot more fucking over than what she
Yeah,
was. They set her up to fail. And once again, the women have been set
so
up to fail. And like, I'm no feminist or nothing like that by any means of the imagination. But I will call out bullshit when I see
I
bullshit, and this
agree,
is bullshit.
100%, bro. Like I said, they shouldn't be doing it this weekend. It's all because of pettiness. It's all because of let's kill AEW. Everything they do. This was AEW's weekend. They had this planned for a year. And what did this company do?
Yeah,
Let's pick the biggest weekend for them and ruin their moment because we are selfish pricks all the time.
that's
Well,
right.
I'm going to be called an AEW
And
mark now, but I'm not. I just love
bro,
wrestling.
and and here's the thing, like I said, bro. Yeah, it's not because I like AEW more. It's not because I like WWE more. Like I said, I've been wanting Mercedes and Tony since they were in WWE. 7 fucking years I wanted this match. Between two companies, we could have seen it. Just AEW. Right now, you can argue that Mercedes is doing the best she's ever done in her career. Tony, arguably maybe better a little bit like a year or two ago. But fucking nevertheless, though, you can't tell me that when you get these two women in the ring,
It's
it's
going to
not
be
going to be a
holy
banger.
shit chant right when you see the match. I'm going to be chanting holy shit. I've waited for this match just as long as you did too, bro, and I'm fine with whoever wins, even though I kind of want Tony. But I feel like Mercedes is taking another belt, which I'm totally fine with. It's just she's gonna slowly lose them now. If she does win, maybe she puts her over. Who knows? But where does Tony go after that? You beat everybody.
No. See, now that's the hard thing to do. Tony's been on top of AEW for a long time now.
Does Mercedes
What do you do going
does
forward?
Mercedes take it? Like, is that what's gonna happen? I do feel it's gonna happen.
I could see it, but honestly, I do not know.
Yeah, and then you got Okada and Kenny. That match, gosh, is gonna freaking be a holy shit match too.
You know why that match kind of has me a little
Why?
bit sad? because if Kenny Omega really is slowed down by his diverticulitis, because that shit will kill you. That's why Brock Lesnar retired from UFC and came back to WWE. I'm worried that it's not going to be the matches that we had in New Japan. It's not going to be the 6-star Kenny Omega. That kind of makes me a little
Maybe, you
bit
never
sad.
know. We could. I still got hope on it. You got that match, and then you add in Hangman versus Moxley in a Texas death match. Those 3 matches alone are why I'm watching.
Yeah, like literally, those 3 matches top anything that you can name off of 3 WWE shows.
Have fun with your main event of
Like, bro,
boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna enjoy my violence. I'm gonna enjoy glass. I'm gonna enjoy all this violent stuff that people are gonna say is so bad.
I mean, I want you to know I'm gonna watch all of it. I'm gonna watch Saturday night's main event. I'm gonna watch The Bash and Evolution, but I'm just more excited for All In.
Like All In, it hasn't had the greatest build, like I said, but I'm excited for this. This is their WrestleMania, honestly, and they're gonna deliver.
Which is sad. Double or Nothing was their first show, even before they had a TV show. That should be WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And they've kind of treated Double or Nothing like
Maybe
shit for a good couple years.
SummerSlam.
That just ruins it for me, bro. It was their first show, bro.
This is the bigger one, I feel. All In was their first show, really, with the Young Bucks and all that. So it's the biggest show. But it was AEW's first pay-per-view was Double or Nothing. But All In 2019 was their first.
No, it was 23. So you're talking about the first All In. So that was before AEW.
That's why I'm saying that's more of a WrestleMania to me for them, because that was their first big show they did. Now,
right, but that wasn't AEW.
Yeah, but it still had the Bucks. That.
No, it was Cody Rhodes' money that paid for that show.
But I mean, they were on the show.
Because Dave Meltzer. Yeah, Dave Meltzer ran his mouth online and told Cody Rhodes and a bunch of wrestlers that no one outside of WWE can sell 10,000 tickets. It will never happen. And so Cody was like, I bet. And this is what happened. And now because of that one little comment on Twitter, a whole new company would come later.
I'm still happy, bro. We need more competition. Yep. Or we need more, not competition. We need more places, because WWE, I love them, but yeah, they don't play well as well.
But bro, I just want you to think about that though. If Dave Meltzer had not been offended by Cody Rhodes had not been offended by Dave Meltzer and formed All In, there would be no AEW.
Because we needed an AEW. We got TNA, we got AEW, and we got WWE. 3 companies and there's other places, plenty of other. But those are the main 3 in the.
Yeah, but AEW did make TNA and WWE step up.
TNA is delivering, bro. Like, honestly, I'm excited for TNA. I know we got Dynamite tomorrow, but I can't wait for TNA because it's been the #1 show, I feel, at times. Especially last week.
Oh, 100%. Last week it was the best show of the week.
So hopefully tomorrow Dynamite delivers. It's the go-home show. Moxley, whoever is standing tall tomorrow, the other person's going to win, I feel. Or they could switch us. I don't know.
True, and I feel like NXT really delivered tonight. I can honestly say I enjoyed the whole show. I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Most of it. I thought a lot of it was good. So it was a lot better than Raw. So far, 1-1. Hopefully Dynamite can continue this winning tonight and get good, because we got All In, like I said. But just
dying off of that. Oh, bro. I tell you what, y'all start doing these dabs. Y'all don't fuck around with this shit. Some powerful shit. Yeet. And as always, I always got to outsmoke old King JoJo here, because, I got to show him who's the man. Woo! All right, and that said, I hope you guys enjoy all 4 shows coming this weekend. Whether you're an AEW fan or a WWE fan, I think for sure. Saturday night's main event. I feel like Evolution, the women, I want to hope that they deliver.
They got screwed.
You know what I mean? I want to hope that they deliver. They got screwed, but dude, take that, bro. Like, listen to me. Listen to me. Imagine there was a pay-per-view and you knew you were going to be on it, and the pay-per-view was booked like ass, and no one even wants to care. Like, you can't tell me you wouldn't try your best to make that something that matters,
bro. Like, we're gonna see some good
exactly,
stuff.
bro. So I'm hoping the women use this as like fuel to the fire.
I think they're gonna deliver. It's just they did get messed up with all that shit.
But just being honest with you, do you think any of these 3 shows are going to be as good as All In?
With those 3 matches I told you, bro, none of those other matches come up with that. Just nothing. Those 3 matches is the reason I'm most excited for this entire weekend. I'm ready, bro. I'm ordering the $50 straight up tomorrow. I'm getting All In ready. It's 3 days.
Bro, I just hate how they switch from BR Live to fucking what was it?
Stick to
Prime.
Give us it on.
What happened to Max?
Supposed
to be getting
hopefully
the pay-per-views
soon, because everything goes on there. It's just not the pay-per-views that are live.
And I'm sorry, bro. Why the fuck in 2025 are we still paying $50 for a pay-per-view?
40, 30 is fine, but 50 is ridiculous. $30 is tops. I would do. But hopefully they get it on Max.
I mean,
because I'm sick of it.
They're just lucky it's Mercedes and Tony. That's worth the $50 alone.
Kenny. And Hangman and Mob. I'm telling you, those 3 matches.
Well, bro, Okada and Kenny, like I said, bro, I'm nervous on that. I really don't know if we're gonna get the good Kenny Omega. Like, bro, when this is done, for the fucking life of me, go look up Kenny Omega versus Okada. They've had 3 different matches, but I think I might be wrong on the show, but I want to say it was Dominion. It was probably the greatest wrestling match I've ever fucking seen in my life. Bro, if we do not get that Kenny Omega, I'm going to be severely disappointed,
if Hangman doesn't win that title, because then Darby's winning.
I don't think Darby should win it.
It's cowboy shit. If you fuck over Hangman... I don't want to... let's just save it for Saturday or tomorrow.
Bet. With that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, everybody.